Stop incoming. Signs for your team.
Welcome everybody to the Amateur Hour Commentary Channel. I'm your host, the Wolf Craze, joined by my co-host, Titch1987. Currently, we are working on getting him a code because I clearly misunderstood exactly what he was requesting of me. Yeah, we're starting a little bit early, as we generally have been, due to the fact that we like to share a bit of the scoreboard, keep you guys up to date with how the performance of each team has been going. And I'm going to quickly get the code to Titch right now. And Titch, how you doing tonight, man? I think you're muted still.
Yeah. There we go.
There he is. Okay.
Yeah, no, man, I'm doing good. We got rum and coke on the menu tonight.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm still running the fancy wine stuff because we don't have any other alcohol in the house.
As I walked past my wife today, she said, or on the way to start this, she goes, "I can smell that from here."
Oh my gosh.
So, take that for what you will. How's that?
The link is, or the code's supposed to be coming to you now, but for some reason my Discord wants to be a sloppy hot mess and not work. There you go.
You didn't fix the Twitch pics, so I am going to take care of that.
Okay. And just for everyone's information, why don't we just go over and share the general standings from last time. I know some of the standings have changed, but we can get a general idea of where people are with a couple of the matches that have been going on. Also, I just want to provide a little insight to everyone that there's a few other games happening tonight, 3, if I remember correctly. One is actually happening at 11 after this match, and then there's 2 others that are happening simultaneously with this one, or at least fall within the same time frame. But if we look up at the scoreboard here and see where people are, why is that all sorts of messed up?
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, a whole bunch of them. For some reason, they all unlinked. That was very strange.
Barrage, right?
Yes, we are watching Barrage in ChiZona or ChiZona Killaz tonight. And this is kind of where everybody stands presently. So if we look at the score for Group A, which is Barrage. I don't even know if this is the right one. Why did everything change from the last time? That's okay. I'll fix it now.
All right. So the poll is up, guys, down below.
Thank you for that, Titch.
No problem. Am I still logged in myself over here? Let's see. Nope, I am just fully logged out of myself. Let's fix this real quick.
Let's transform this.
Sorry, fixing things on the fly, guys. Don't mind us. It's just doing what we usually do.
It wouldn't be us without it.
No, sir.
Okay, if we look at the scoreboard here, we're going to look in the Group A where Barrage is and ChiZona Killaz are. Okay, and if we look at their general wins, round wins, we can see Barrage is ahead with 25 total wins, ahead of ChiZona, who only has 17. It looks like ChiZona had tied their first 2 matches. They lost their third, and they won their fourth. So, you know, they've had their ups and downs, but they've been able to get a win, and they haven't hit the top 8. And we can see right now with the old point system as compared to the new point system, you can see who is currently in the top 8. This may, again, have changed, so please do keep that in mind. Just a little disclaimer, as this hasn't been updated yet, but I believe it will be this weekend, so be prepared next week to see a whole new scoreboard and see who is actually going to be in the top 8. But at present, it doesn't look like either team is currently sitting in the top 8. And that is those are your stats for tonight. And again, those will change.
So, interesting question.
Okay.
Do you have Barrage's, or do we have that in the Discord?
That's a good question. I do have Barrages. It's at Killatrix's, so you can head over to Killatrix on YouTube.
Oh, I got it. We do have it in ours.
Okay, good. And it looks like ChiZona is up and live, so I'm going to work on getting them up.
Yeah, meanwhile, I will entertain. We still got people flowing in here, but we got a couple of interesting suggestions this week, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, for sure.
So one of the main ones we've been hearing lately, let me get this wrong, guys. Criticism is always great for us. We appreciate it 100%. It's what helps us grow and make things better. But one of the things that was recently brought up by a couple of people over the last week is the comedy, from my channel and Wolf's. And I wanted to kind of touch base on that a little bit real quick and say that I try to tone it down here because, one, Wolf wants me to. And 2,
you do a good job with it, my friend. I know it's hard for you.
And 2, because it's sort of we try to keep it as PG family friendly as we can. But I do occasionally get my crack shots in there that I sometimes it'll take me a second to say it because I think to myself, is it? Yeah, okay, it's fine.
Yeah, it's got to go through his filtering system, and he's still on dial-up, folks, so it takes a little while.
Yeah. Normally it's just a straight line, but I had to put a couple of roadblocks in there to give me a second to think about before I say it.
But yeah, I'm just going to second that right in the coattails of that statement there. We do really appreciate the recommendations that you guys make and the constructive criticism, because honestly, for the most part, that's all we get is constructive criticism, and we do take that into consideration. And with regards to the whole comedy bit, I've made it known I'm not actually that funny, and that's more reason why Titch is here, because he just is. And you would know if you actually head on over to our Patreon, over at patreon.com/AH commentary. Selfless plug there.
Wait, what?
What? What do you mean, what?
You said, okay, sorry. Maybe I missed something, but you're like, you'd know that if you went over to his channel and then you plugged this channel.
No, I said over to our Patreon.
Oh, did you? Oh,
I did, yeah. But you could also go over to his channel. Please be sure to head over to his channel.
How the hell do you sleep till 6 o'clock?
Okay, let me get some of that out of there. So yeah, definitely go check some of that stuff out, because you can see how funny this guy actually is over on his personal channel, and on our Patreon you can see some of the way our minds work when we actually get together. But anyway, that's the reason why he's here. Not only is he an awesome person and knows the game very, very well and a very good player, but he's also the comical relief, where I am not. I'm a little too serious for my own good. So,
We didn't
very
think he was gonna
very
play until
questionable.
10 minutes
But
ago.
to be fair, you know, you bring me over for the comment for the comedic relief, and then you put a chain on me. So
God damn.
So
I
you're
can only
considering
do-
me a second wife. I see. Okay, I get it.
I can only do what I can do with the restrictions that are placed upon me.
But anyway, that's enough about us. Why don't we talk about a couple of the teams here? Tonight's matchup is between Barrage and ChiZona Killers, and why don't we check out to see who's playing with who on what team. So if we go over to Barrage and check them out, we can see it. The team consists of Q-Check, Jay Murphy, Killatrix, DB Chopper, and SoFlo Gamer. We did cover these guys already, and they're a very, very solid team. It's a combination of PSVR Assassins and Team Red Rum. So you can kind of see that in their logo, which is really, really cool. I like how they integrated both. Very, very cool logo. So that makes up Team Barrage. And if we check out Team ChiZona Killers, over here we have Vargas, Sugar Walls. In fact, I don't know if Sugar Walls is on the team anymore.
Sugar Walls is not anymore.
Raptor Claw, who is providing us the stream for them and the perspective from them. So thank you, Raptor. Appreciate that. Viskulls in Timber, and that makes up ChiZona Killers tonight. Best of luck to both teams.
So there's
Definitely
actually, if I can, there's actually a player that's not listed on this card, and that is Cougar Hunter.
Cougar Hunter.
Yeah. So
Self-explanatory.
yeah. So the team for tonight is actually Raptor, Vargas, Timber, and Cougar Hunter.
Yeah, no shit.
Any background information as to why there was a change in roster that you're aware of anyway?
Yes. Do we really want to?
If it's not shareable, that's perfectly fine.
Bring
I
up-
was just curious.
just saying, do we really want to bring up old shit?
No, definitely don't have to. I wasn't sure if it was the thing that everyone agreed on, or if it was drama. If it's drama related, we can skip it.
Yeah. So
Still waiting on Killatrix to pull his stream up.
yeah, it looks like they're just getting into the lobby now, so Killtrick should be coming up any second.
Same with Cougar. No, it did. That's Cougar too.
All right. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so Barrage is a good team.
Yeah, I actually just played with SoFlo and Jmurph. God, was it last night? Man. I think it was last night. I think I stayed up last night to play. Very fun duo to play with. I haven't played with SoFlo in a long while. And he's solid. He's solid. Different play style from what I'm used to, but a solid player nonetheless, and that's why he's well known. And Jay Murph, I mean, also just another solid player.
So it looks like we have Killatrix, Kuchek, G Murph, and still waiting on the fourth. And it looks like Killatrix is now live.
Sweet. Let's get him up there. Yeah, that is not what I had selected. There we go. So guys, we usually start early so that people have an opportunity to come in, get settled, ask questions, we can review the teams, stuff like that. So yes, the stream is a little oh wow, there's an echo there.
Yeah, guys, if you're in chat, make sure you say hello.
Yes, please do. And if you have not done so, go ahead and hit that follow button. And if you want this really cool emote here, go ahead and hit that sub button.
Yeah, I gotta do that. Here, hold on, give me a sec.
Yeah, it was gifted to me, so like they got to it before I could.
Yeah, I have to pay for my own sub.
Unless someone wants to be kind enough and give it to them. But yeah, so there's not a lot to talk about tonight, guys. Actually, I do want to bring up that we are making our first efforts to branch out a little bit. So, Titch, do you want to explain to everybody what we're planning on doing in the near future?
So at the end of the season here, which I predict, Paco thinks it's going to be the beginning of February. I predict it to be more of the mid-February. but we're going to be doing a Paco and I don't know, Wolf, if you're getting involved in this or if you or what.
Yeah, I could probably work the background or something.
You're good.
So we're going to be doing a Rocket League tournament. As a lot of you guys know, Paco and I are huge Rocket League fans. I would say arguably we're better at Rocket League than we are at Firewall some days, or at least I am. But yeah, if anybody's interested in joining that, be sure to join the Discord. We have a separate channel in the Discord for Rocket League, or as Paco and I call it, Sauce League, because we're usually drinking.
And they're very good players, and guys, there are some stipulations around that, so if you're interested, shoot one of us a direct message. I see that we have a few new people actually coming into our Discord, and I'm assuming they're probably part of the Rocket League community. So if you want to be a part of that and you want to join it, you know, just go ahead and direct message one of us and get yourself all set up. It's going to be fun. I'm not anywhere near a good player. I mean, they pulled me in, and I practice a little bit here and there, but man, I've never realized how difficult that game can be.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
so to be
intense.
clear, it's we're aiming for more diamond players. So we're trying to keep the champs out of it, which
Makes
or
it a little
like
bit
high,
more fair, right?
high diamond. So like if you're plat and you feel like a 2v2 with a good partner would put you in a diamond setting, then we're looking at plats, diamonds, to keep it fun and interesting, but not have somebody just come in and roll it.
Yeah.
Keep it fun for everybody.
Yeah.
But it all started here, folks, with the North American Firewall League, and we're about to enter our first map on District, Team Barrage versus ChiZona Killaz. Who do you think? So I haven't actually watched ChiZona play. I've played with Vargas before, and I've seen Raptor play. So I know they're good players, but how do you think they're going to fare against Barrage?
I've played with ChiZona. They're a good team. We've done a couple of friendlies before. But I mean, Barrage, man.
Yeah.
So if I were to make a prediction, I'm gonna say it's gonna be somewhat one-sided, but not overly. I'm gonna go with like an 8-4 for Barrage.
8-4. Wow, that's pretty even. It's pretty even. You know, I'm going to say 10-2. I think it's going to 10-2 Barrage.
I got a little bit more faith in ChiZona, I guess.
And you know, I'm just going off of my familiarity with Barrage, so I could be way off the mark. And who knows? We've seen underdogs come up and do fantastic work. Like I watched the Duganauts, and not that they're necessarily underdogs, but holy cow, I did not anticipate them doing as well as they did. But here we go. We're moving into District here. We'll start off. Wow, why does that say Scrub Squad?
You didn't update them.
I'm pretty certain I updated the other one. That's okay.
Right, so
I'll go
we do
fix that.
have the laptop in the alleyway, so in the middle behind the shop. It looks like they are splitting up 2-2 on. We're on the okay. You're on the Barrage perspective.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right. So Barrage is moving in on the far side, construction side there. Looking to see if they can take some long distance pod shots. But unfortunately, they're not going to find any, as ChiZona Killers are sitting in the back alleyway, waiting for them to come up mid.
So it looks like, yeah, I was going to say, it looks like ChiZona is kind of more of a defensive team here. They're not really an aggressive attacking type of team. You know, usually when I see the spawn point on the defense, teams are kind of sitting closer up and closer towards the cinder block area, but they don't seem to be playing that game tonight.
Are they by the
No, the back alley is a smart place to hold. But we'll see how it plays out.
So it looks like Killatrix is dropping down into the middle ditch here as he makes his way underneath the overpass. And he's going to go up to the other side, trying to stay clear of that middle area where they could be shot. And it looks like his team is in tow as they try to make their way back to the back alley there. And I believe they're going to try to go for a flank here.
All right, so it looks like Raptors dropped a motion sensor, and he's going to head over to the other side. I think they caught wind that the Barrage is moving off onto the right.
So ChiZona now stacking up over here on the market side.
Barrage moving in. Looks like we're going to have gunfire exchanging any second here.
They're moving in.
Grenades being thrown.
I know, I saw it moving up.
No hit markers,
That shit is drifting so
and it doesn't seem as though ChiZona has moved out of the way. Bit of gunfire. Couple hit markers there.
Raptor downing Chopper.
Unable to get that grenade in time. Unfortunately,
Yeah, come
Chopper
up.
is eliminated.
I got a sensor on the left, so.
Right now,
Some more
Vargas
gunfire
laying some
forward.
gunfire. Cougar using what seems to be Eagle Eye to give them some visuals. Looks like Vargas gets another down.
Killtrick's getting the revive on Kuchek.
Oh shit.
Killtrick's getting really hurt, having to back off.
I need to heal up. Cougar, why don't you
Raptor
just-
Claw as well having to back off. Sorry, my throat.
Oh, you're fine. It looks like Barrage is retreating and possibly going in a different direction here to get a different angle, perhaps. But I don't think that they realize that ChiZona is running with Eagle Eye.
Two or
So it looks like they're going to try and hit up the middle here. Yep, so it looks like Vargas is going to be... Vargas goes down. Raptor gets a revive. Vargas is eliminated by a couple of impacts.
yeah, I see him.
They got that motion sensor up. They can see the reds. They can possibly do...
Cougar Hunter getting a
Let's go.
quick grenade in.
Wow. Multiple eliminations with a single grenade was Cougar Hunter. And holy cow, ChiZona walks away with the first victory of tonight's match. Not what I expected.
Yeah, like I said, they you don't give them enough credit.
Only because I am not familiar. I am probably going to be eating my words tonight.
I really hope you do. I hope you have to eat your headphones.
Good round by ChiZona. If it were not for that one grenade by Cougar Hunter, I think it could have been a different story. But very well played by ChiZona.
Nice job.
A good defensive play.
Yeah, it looks like a bunch of people in Raptors chat there just giving them lots of hooting and hollering. If anybody wants to go ahead and give him a follow and check him out, there's his link there. So that's for Raptor Co-op for ChiZona, as well as if anybody's interested for Killtricks. This would be Killtricks' stream here. I should probably label them when I do it. Make life easy.
Yeah, go check these guys out. Make sure you hit that sub button. You know, without them, we wouldn't have this. So it's important that we show them love and support. And you can also show them love and support in the North American Firewall League Discord, or you can head on over to our Discord, where a lot of the players also are, and where we are, and you can stay up to date with what games we're actually going to be broadcasting and covering, and also what times. So be sure to click the link below and join us over on our Discord. You can also check us out over on our Patreon. More content soon to come. We're still waiting on Paco to return. I believe he will be back sometime next week, and there's going to be a lot more content going up on the Patreon at the moment. So go check that out, patreon.com/AH commentary.
Yeah, I believe Paco is back on Monday, but there he is in
Speaking of
chat
Paco,
there. Yeah, so I believe he's back on Monday, but he's probably not going to be available Monday.
oh, that's okay. He's coming back from holiday.
He's coming back. He's got about 100 things to fix that we've broken. He's got a lot of work ahead of him.
It should be okay. Just 50. You know, I was able to correct at least half of them. So
Yeah, and I had plans to work on something. We've kind of talked about this about going into the new year, that I was working on something separately. So I had plans last Saturday to go do it, but then I got sick.
yeah, that was unfortunate.
So it's still in the works. It's just delayed a little longer than it should have been.
But delayed is not this match as we go into our next round on District with Barrage defending near, I believe, the construction, the market that's under construction. And they're going to post up at the end of the street, it seems.
Yeah, let's get the fire.
Yeah, Barrage has got good shots, long range like that, but not nearly as good as that segue that you had.
That's pretty smooth, huh?
He got it.
The gunfire has already started. They found Vargas as he tried to move up on the street, but he was forced to retreat up those stairs. Now it looks like ChiZona is trying to make their way back to that cinder block area, up these steps, and work their way around.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they've moved yet. I think they're starting to sense it now as Barrage starts moving to the back.
It looks like Killaz is going to defend that area, but is he alone? If he is, he's going to find it rather difficult to go up against the entire ChiZona squad.
Come in the back. Oh, well, hold on. I don't want you to go back.
Yeah, let's see if they push both back stairs.
Let's go together. Come on.
It looks like Raptor and Cougar Hunter were considering going down that stairwell, but decided to decided to regroup instead and go as a whole squad. It looks like they're going to go to the very back alley.
That's a ammo bag, not a door blocker that he so wish he had at this moment.
But you know what? The ammo bag might come in handy because I predict that there's going to be heavy gunfire here, and they're going to need that ammo.
Yeah, unfortunately, got Killaz posted up pretty well. He got Chopper coming in, but they know that they're there.
Oh shit.
Chopper needs to be careful. He did get eliminated last time. He needs to stay in that cover, but he is moving up instead.
Oh, that shot with the grenade in the air, though.
That was beautiful. And it looks like ChiZona decided to retreat and go a different route. Maybe they're going to head through the market and try to make their way over to the laptop, but they have to be careful because their feet will be exposed as they walk down those stairs if anyone is covering it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like they're running with Eagle Eye here. I think if Cougar Hunter ran with Eagle Eye, they might have a better idea, have a bit more of an advantage like last time. But now they're kind of running blind, just guessing where the Barrage team is sitting.
Wait for Timber.
Yeah, so it looks like they're going back down that same stairwell again, hoping to catch them.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't think that we won't go back down the same stairwell.
Don't go. No, I have.
So it looks like they're still trying to talk that laser, though. Smoke's going out.
And
And
unfortunately,
Cougar's going down. Jay Murph was absolutely ready for that. Grenades rolling in.
Sorry, Cougar.
he
Raptors
was
having a
screaming,
back
I made it, I made it. And he definitely did not make it.
He did not make it. All right, Vargas and Timber this time dropping some smoke, trying to get in. Let's see if they can do anything with it this time.
Oh, that was too funny. Killaz still holding this area down. Every time they peek out, he lays some gunfire, and there he is, downing someone from, I believe it's Timber, getting a couple of grenades out, throwing some impacts, not getting any hits.
A couple of Hail Marys from ChiZona going out. Flash bang.
Wow, I think that blinded even me. Q-check moving up. A couple more grenades going out, but not finding their mark. Killaz and J Murph go down. ChiZona now pushing in, trying to get the final eliminations, but they can't. As Q-check downs them and gets the reses of his team. And there it is, Barrage pulling it out at the end there, getting their victory. Boy, they were almost eliminated, Barrage, with two of their teammates down, leaving Q-check alone. But they pulled it out at the end there. Very well played.
Yeah, that grenade throw that I believe Vargas had that was shot by, I want to say it wasn't Chopper.
Maybe Q-check.
Yeah, I think it was Q-check. That was phenomenal. Just shot her out of the air.
Beautiful work. Ashen1, thank you so much for joining and following us over here on the Amateur Hour commentary channel. Thank you so much for joining. Be sure to stay tuned. If you want, go check out our Discord. The link is below, and you can stay up to date on all the broadcasting that we're going to be doing, not just for Firewall, but for other games to come in the near future.
Yeah, can we get a couple of mics in the chat for Ashen?
Oh, heck yeah. Let's get a couple more in there.
Let's get a couple of those mics out there.
Yeah, get them in there.
Let's start the mic train whenever people follow.
You know,
subscribe.
That's one thing. You know, I'm gonna pose that to you guys. We're looking to see what our next sub is going to be. Our next sub, or not our next sub. Our next emote. I'm curious to see what you guys would want as a second emote. If you guys have any ideas, anything that you would want to support us, an emote that you would like to see from us in our broadcasting channel, go ahead and share it in chat and let us know so we can get some ideas. We have a couple of ideas, but if it's something that you guys don't want, we don't want to give it. So
I'll throw out the one idea that I think is sort of topping the other ones that we have at the moment, is a Karen stalker emote.
You'll be all right.
mm-hmm. That is an idea being tossed around presently.
For those that don't know Karen, you don't stream Firewall or watch anybody stream.
Yeah. Karen is the mother of all Firewall. She's in practically every channel, and we kind of want to thank her for that. And you know,
although she's not here.
She's not. But you know, she's been having some late evenings, and you know, there's a good chance that she's actually in one of these streams, supporting the teams, because you know that's her style. She always goes in and she supports the teams directly. So
I'm gonna message her right now. Where are you at?
So right now it's 1-1. Both teams won on district, and we're going to be heading to office next. Again, we've been seeing office in just about every matchup in this season.
Yeah, it's a pretty good map overall. I don't think anybody has any bad thing to say about it.
Except for the spawn points, they really haven't changed.
Some of the spawn points can be sketchy, but all in all.
The glass room seems to be the favorited spawn point for the defense, as always. But for the attacking team, it's just a nightmare. All right, looks like we're about to start here. Moving into office, Team Barrage versus ChiZona, 1-1. Let's see who walks away with another victory.
It's going to be ChiZona.
Barrage is going to be starting on the offensive, and ChiZona will be on the defensive, and see if they can get a good hold. Let's see if they can even get a good spawn point. There's two spawn points. The glass room, that is a very good spawn point to protect and defend at, and then there's the office space on the first floor. That is another fantastic spot to defend.
Cougar, do you want to use Eagle Eye on bolt on attack too?
Yeah, so it does look like they got the upper office, not the glass room, but the.
Shit, I don't know why I'm following you.
So Barrage starting on the first floor, and yep, ChiZona is up there in one of the back offices, so they can hold these hallways, post up on each corner, protect each hall. Vargas and Cougar Hunter. It looks like Cougar Hunter is hacked in, and he's checking out the cameras, watching Barrage's movements. As we go back, Barrage is sitting at the kitchen area, slowly moving in around the long end of the dining area.
So this is an interesting spot for them to hold, because this office, you should be able to get downstairs and be able to hold that lower section.
And it looks like they chose not to.
Yeah. Let's see if it works out for them. Vargas going down.
Shit.
Barrage already moving in, laying that gunfire with their precision aiming.
Cougars eliminated by Chuchek. Timber downing J Murph. Chuchek getting the revive.
Looks like the whole Barrage team is still up, laying down that gunfire. Killatrix laying some of that cover fire so his team can maneuver and get a little bit closer.
Timber trying to go for a flank, but unfortunately that didn't work out in his favor.
And it looks like Chuchek is getting a bunch of downs and eliminations in this round. Cougar Hunter deciding to sit back into in the office area near the laptop. Raptor moving around to provide a little bit of support, but they need to be careful here. It's a matter of survival and running the time. And sitting in the office can be very dangerous if they're running with frag grenades. They can bounce those bad boys all around and get some lucky eliminations. Yeah, this is going to be very difficult for ChiZona. They're still up against all members of the Barrage team. There have been no eliminations on their end. They're just slowly moving up. Barrage is probably going to split here, 2 on one door, 2 on the other door. But they're going to check that back hall first.
One's on your right-hand side, Cougar. Another one right behind him, and 2 went in the room to go to the back.
If I saw that right,
Was holding down.
Chopper is running Eagle Eye, so they have visuals of the remaining ChiZona players.
Oh no, 3 of them just past Cougar. They're going towards Raptor side.
And it looks like Cougar and Raptor are just sitting in the corners. They got a motion sensor up, which is all well and good, but that doesn't.
Killcheck's going around to the other door, around the backside there.
And again, I think they're going to run a 2 and 2, 2 through one door, 2 through the other.
Coming to the door now.
So C4, let's see if I...
They destroyed the
Oh,
sensor.
was that C4 or that's... I think there's a C4 on the wall behind there. I don't see it.
Shit, I'm on a sensor.
No, maybe not.
Get back, C4's on it. Go to the other side. They're all going to that side.
the other door. This one?
Oh, he's coming back.
All right, it's about to get really heavy here for ChiZona. They're going to have to lay a lot of gunfire. It'd probably be best if they started with a couple of grenades. All members of Barrage are focused on one door.
3 on 1. I think.
Shit.
And here it goes, Barrage entering, throwing a couple of grenades. Murphy, Q-Check moving in, Chopper getting a couple downs, entering from the other side, and getting a simple elimination on ChiZona here. Now they just need to find the jammers and get their victory.
I think we should have went for the flank when we knew that they were in the cafeteria or something in that class.
I saw one dude. I wanted to get him so bad.
Yeah, they're going searching.
They're using Eagle Eye.
Can't seem to find that jammer.
No. Yeah. 15
Still
seconds.
jammed.
Did you put it in a...
Can ChiZona walk away with a victory here?
Can get it or what?
Somebody needs to save that laptop. At 10,
Backside of the
9,
Between the window and the
8, 7,
Like you just reach over.
6, 5,
He's killed himself.
4, 3,
Oh no!
2.
Alright, well, make sure you record
One.
it this time.
And it looks like ChiZona walks away with a jammer victory. We don't see that very often, folks, but there is one.
Just tap it and then hit.
ChiZona getting the victory over Barrage with a lucky jammer. Well played, ChiZona. Way to play that time and get the victory despite being team eliminated. Well played. Well played.
Yeah. Yeah, good. And I guess they had a better plan than mine. Like I said, normally I would have expected them to go downstairs on that one. Even keeping the jammer where it was, but still going downstairs, making them think it was down there,
Yeah.
would have been, either way, it would have been the same result. But definitely good play by them for sure.
Hold on a second. Do you know how to do it, Vargas?
Yeah, you don't see many jammer victories because people don't really run with jammers too much. I mean, there's a little bit more strategy when it comes to league play, but even in the league, you don't see many jammers. Regardless, you see more proximity mines and concussion mines than anything else, and then it turns out to be a gunfight.
Yeah, so it looks like Hotel is going to be our next map up, if it stays like that.
Guys, if you have not yet done so, there is a poll in the extensions, or if you're on your PC, you can just check down below. And you can vote for which team you think is going to come out victorious tonight. Right now, the score is 2-1, only 3 rounds down. So they are going to have to go back to the office and play that match again and see if Barrage can win their defensive hold.
Oh yeah, there was only one on office, wasn't there?
But they just might go to Hotel.
Afterwards. There's going to be Hotel after. It's fine. Don't worry.
Oh, the great Swami.
We'll get there. Don't worry.
A little bit of lull here in between, everyone making sure they have the right loadouts. Going into these loadouts, it's important. We can see ChiZona is running with the Eagle Eye. And you can tell because that CTA vest on, oh, I'm forgetting her name.
I believe it's Ruby.
No, that Ruby is the one who steals a crypto. Oh, jeez. I don't use her often. I just use her skill. If anyone can remember her name, please let us know in chat. But that particular contractor's primary skill is Eagle Eye, so we definitely know that they're going to be running with that. It seems to be the case running on offense. Barrage was actually running Eagle Eye on offense that last round, and it worked out in their favor.
So, out of curiosity, how was your New Year's?
New Year's was good. New Year's was good. It didn't really do much. I stayed up really late the night before, playing on my Quest with my brother, so that was nice. But you know, we're getting old. Not really fun to go out partying, having a good time anymore. So we're homebodies, and we just kind of hung out. It was nice though. It was the first time in a long time since I stayed up like till 2 in the morning. So. How was yours? What'd you do? Did you do anything?
Yeah, I went to a buddy's. He had a smorgasbord of alcohol on the table. So, you know, I cabbed there, cabbed home. Make sure no drinking and driving. Safety first, guys. My daughter stayed up until midnight. I'm surprised she made it through. But
yeah, that's a feat all on its own. Did you guys watch? Well, I don't know if you Canadians do the ball dropping and everything.
Yes.
Or, okay.
Yeah. So with our time zone, it's they watch the New York one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't even know. Did you know that started in 1907? That tradition. Random trivia there. Started in 1907. Don't really know why it started, but this match has started, and we are back at office with Barrage on defense, and it looks like the laptop is down on the ping pong table. Definitely not the choice of any team on defense here.
Yeah, so it looks like they're heading off underneath the kitchen. It seems to be a pretty common spot once the laptop's been discovered there. Going up the stairs, when you spawn for the laptop, going up the stairs to the left or up the center can sometimes be, we'll call it bad news bears.
Yeah, very much so. ChiZona looking down the main lobby stairwell, hoping to find some members of Barrage, but it looks as though Barrage has moved out of the way and posted up elsewhere. Here, I don't believe they actually placed a jammer. If anything, they're going to wait for ChiZona to move in, make their move to the laptop, potentially start the hack, and then move in and lay a barrage of bullets on them and hopefully eliminate them rather quickly.
Yeah, that's the only good thing about this spawn spot is that it's basically you're forcing the other team to pretty well attack you or try to hold a laptop while you're hacking, which I have seen successfully done.
Yeah, it is. They're probably.
But it seems as though ChiZona is a bit hesitant to go downstairs though at the moment. They already have an idea where Barrage is because they're running Eagle Eye. They hacked into the cameras. They saw exactly where they were posted up. Now they just got to plan their attack.
Timber's with them.
Yeah, it looks like looks like a couple members are downstairs already by the laptop. Hoping to maybe bait out some people.
Watch the left, Vargas? Yeah, somebody watch the left. Yep, they're on the left.
Bit of gunfire. Chopper laying some of that down.
Throw a grenade down in there.
Yeah, so it looks like they're trying to hack the laptop. Meanwhile, people up top. That's actually a pretty good strat.
Yeah, baiting the other team out.
What are you doing?
And getting the upper hand by looking over the balcony here and laying the gunfire down, getting a couple of early eliminations. But it looks like Barrage is on to their ways there. And Timber
downing, eliminating Chopper.
Timber.
Don't worry about me, just go.
Oh yeah, they are. They're up here. Up here, Vargas.
Oh, Chuchek downing Raptor. Vargas getting the revive. Raptor needs to back up. Looks like we have, they've come upstairs. They're bringing the fight to them. Vargas downing J Murph and Killtrix. Kuchek getting the revive. Raptor eliminating Kuchek. Vargas downing Killtrix again. Looks like he's getting the kill and Raptor getting the revive.
Good job.
Holy crap.
2-a win.
I was completely left speechless there as ChiZona. So Barrage was onto ChiZona's tactics and attempted the flank up the stairs. But wow, the quick reaction by ChiZona, Raptor and Vargas specifically, reacting to that move and just laying the gunfire and beating them in a straight gunfight. Good job, ChiZona. Holy cow.
Yeah, that was really good.
Nice job.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed by that play.
You're telling me. I'm kind of
containment.
speechless at the moment. Good calls, by the way, Titch.
Teach me using the right mic. Good question. Let me check. Does it sound off? It might have picked up my new cam. Let me check.
It sucks because in the office we're pretty decent in the
Uh,
office.
Oh shit.
hold selected just to be fair.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah, that's
Okay.
different.
Yeah, I hate Skype.
It always switches
what do
my
you bring
audio
to it?
output too. It always goes to my monitor speakers rather than my headphones.
Thanks, Paco.
For containment?
See, and that's why look at that. Paco running production even when he's not even here.
Hashtag bring Paco back.
Hashtag where's Paco?
But it looks like we might be going to containment next, and containment is probably one of my least favorite maps. Something about it, I don't know. Layout's kind of cool for people who like the whole lab setting and chemical lab testing, whatever. Not my interest. It doesn't tickle me in the right way.
It doesn't tickle your fancy.
It does not. No, it is not a pinky out kind of fancy for me.
Do you want to bring your other person or no?
Tell me, does this tickle your fancy?
Yeah. Make sure you equip that one.
Oh my gosh.
A Karen on all fours.
Is a Karen in chat? A Karen? I'm sorry.
No, I don't think he is. Which is why I can get away with it.
Oh my goodness.
A Karen on all fours, looking like he just sucked on a lemon wedge.
Oh my goodness. He probably still has one in his mouth.
Oh okay. Hold on.
So Barrage really needs to pick it up here and I don't know, either change tactics or just get the upper hand in a gunfight, because it looks like they're being beaten in that gunfight.
I'm not sure if it's being beaten in the gunfight or just being outplayed by tactics.
Well, they definitely had the upper hand with that flank, but unfortunately they only got Raptor down, and Vargas came around the corner laying that protective fire, and it just seemed as though ChiZona beat them in the gunfight there, despite Barrage having the upper hand. And who knows, maybe Office is not their best map.
Yeah,
But I definitely know some of the players on Barrage love containment and have awesome strategies at containment. So let's see if we actually see some of those here as we move into our next round, making this the 5th round in tonight's match.
Sorry, my beta fish is so fucking lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's dead just laying on a leaf. So lazy.
It's getting old, man.
God, Burnout, you're so lazy. All right, so we are... Looks like we are up on top of the containment, right above the server room. Let's see what ChiZona's moving out. Looks like they're going to try and flank around, possibly.
Come on. Cougar.
No, they are going downstairs to the server room? Okay. Somebody was going over to the other stairwell. I thought, what the hell?
Yep, and they yelled at him, "Where are you going?"
Probably a smart play.
You could talk about what you have.
Agreed. Server room is a hard room to breach. It's breachable, but a harder room to breach.
Yeah, so we got Barrage slowly creeping up. Looks like Chopper back on the eyes in the sky, trying to give them some direction as to where ChiZona killers are.
As soon as they find out that they're sitting in the server room, they're gonna plan their attack and see if they can execute.
Maybe the back.
Yeah.
And it also looks like Cougar is running Eagle Eye as well.
Do you guys have ammo? No one? No.
So they're both keeping tabs on each other. And we're about to see an encounter here rather quickly as Barrage is making their way into the lab area and with the server room right around the corner.
There they are, waving to each other. You have to wave through the glass. It's
almost
a rule.
It's almost a requirement at this point.
Yeah. And then, of course, the attempted knifing.
Shoot your ass right here. You got grenades, Cougar, don't forget.
Somebody reminding Cougar that he does, in fact, have grenades. And not to forget that.
Skulls tell us.
And I wonder if Raptor actually brought the door blocker this time, or if he brought an ammo bag.
I'm not sure, but we do have Killaz about to open up this door. Hopefully there's no C4 or anything on it.
I don't believe they were able to make their way around to do that. Instead, they're going to cover through the door and just shoot through the glass, which is nice. The glass that Killaz is at is bulletproof, but the glass going into the server room is not, and that's generally where people get tripped up, because grenades will be thrown out that window as well as a lot of gunfire. J Murph making his way over to Killaz to support, while Q-Check and Chopper are on the other side, getting ready to push on that other door into the server room.
They're shooting at you, Timber. Let them come in here, Timber. We got C4. We don't have to really...
Couple of Hail Mary grenades going out.
Don't get hit, Timber.
A couple of proximity mines going off and not hitting their mark. A couple of grenades thrown by ChiZona, but not finding their mark. Barrage backing up, staying protected.
Timber going down, but getting revived. Going down again.
Q-Check and Chopper getting those shots on.
Vargas downing Q-Check. Looks like they've blown up the other door on the other side.
Okay.
One is at my door.
Okay, I got you, Cougar.
All right, there's two in the back. There's one.
So now it's a 3v3 situation. Vargas holding two doors on his own.
Aim at Vargas's door.
Looks like they're all pushing this middle door now.
You're stacked up. You got a grenade, chuck it. Chuck
And there is an open door right to the right of Vargas, so they need to be careful. Raptor paying attention to that door. Vargas getting it down. A double down. Looks like three members are down. Can he get... No, he cannot get the revive. Vargas going down once again. And Chopper coming in to save the day.
Oh, but self-revive. Vargas.
Two self-revives.
Holy Jesus.
Vargas taking it away from Barrage.
Get me up.
Getting the self-revive. Oh my
Holy
lord.
Jesus.
Nice job.
What happened?
They were down but not out, and Barrage did not finish off ChiZona. And that goes to show you why you have to finish the enemy. And it's pushing ChiZona ahead, making the score now 4-1.
Okay, I don't think anybody was expecting that. There's no way.
Oh my god. And it was the crazy thing was, it wasn't just Vargas, it was Raptor. They were both self-reviving at the same exact time.
Oh my god. That was insane. That was incredible.
Guys, if you haven't cast your vote now in the poll, I mean, if you are hesitant, you need to do it now.
All right, and if you haven't yet, okay. Hold on.
We've gone back and forth on each match so far.
Are we switching
If you haven't yet, go give this guy a follow, because I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Like I think they deserve it. And if you're gonna follow them, you might as well follow this guy.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Enough said.
Yeah, that was what a push, man. Holy Jesus.
These two teams really putting on a show tonight. It's a back and forth, really good trades. Barrage just not coming out on top here. ChiZona really showing their true colors tonight, and holy cow. I mean, I thought that was it right there. Those self-revives, man. You know, I saw a comment. I think it was over on the Facebook site or group. And they said if they could ban the self-revives for the next season, because it seems to be everyone's demise this season. But that goes to show how useful it can be, and why it's so important to finish off the enemy before walking away. But you know what? I think there's a fear, not only with the self-revive, but people might run some Afterlife. Or
just in case.
Is it Afterlife?
No, you're thinking
Instant
of,
Karma.
Instant Karma, yeah.
With that instant karma and those proximity mines being too close when you actually eliminate an enemy can activate that proximity mine and get an elimination. And so people are very fearful of finishing an enemy off when they're down for that reason alone. But holy cow.
Well, especially when you have all your teammates stacked up right like that. So definitely the situation of that to happen is pretty limited, but what a time for it to happen.
Yeah.
Like where you're all stacked up, you got two guys down, and next thing you know, two of your two teammates are popping up and just start laying waste. Like that was incredible. That was
Someone clip it.
That was probably the best play I've seen all week. I'm not gonna lie. And entered Karen. Karen, how are you?
All right, let's see if Barrage can turn it around and get some victories here, boost their morale a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably gonna put a nice little step in Raptor or ChiZona Killaz step here. So it looks like we have the
Do you know where one is, Cougar?
potentially the server room if they wanted. Looks like they might be going back to the server room. Yes.
Yes, I believe Barrage is now going to have or take the same defensive position that ChiZona did, and we might see almost an identical strategy here. And ChiZona moving into the middle area, I believe. Cougar over there on the Eagle Eye. Timber protecting his teammate. Vargas and Raptor moving into this death room.
I think after this game, I'm gonna need to go make a drink.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Hint, hint. You know what's coming. All right, so it looks like we're just kind of holed up as guys slowly push in. Just keeping an eye in looking into the server room and giving a little bit of feedback is Raptor Claw.
Oh, you mean outside the
Looks
room?
like they are going to start heading over off to the right through the... Maybe, possibly.
Get this one?
Who knows?
In the far left?
Well, it looks like Vargas, Cougar Hunter, and Raptor are sitting at the glass, possibly being a distraction, while Timber makes his way upstairs. And if Timber is planning on going towards the white stairs, it may be a bad idea. Whoa, and Cougar Hunter getting eliminated by a C4 on the door. DB Chopper getting that elimination. Very strange C4 placement, but it seemed to work out in their favor. And now it's instantly a 4v3 with Barrage ahead with all members alive.
You need to come with us.
Yeah, Timber looks like going up top, trying to give a little bit of feedback, and I'm not sure what else he's doing up there.
Well,
he's going for a jog.
We gotta wait for Timber.
Seems as though he's being called back to regroup with the rest of his team. They still have plenty of time left. They don't have to rush anything at this point. But they're going to be going down the white stairs, which this is a very dangerous route to take.
This is probably one of the worst routes to take.
That's not gonna work with this.
But they realize it's a bad idea, and they back it up. Take a little sight through the glass there to see what it's like. People living down in the lower section of containment.
Where you can see Barrage is staying patient. They're waiting for ChiZona to move to them. They already got an elimination. They're already up. And we're running on to 2 minutes left in this round.
I can only see the left door, and I have the whole door. It's no C4.
Timber still running in tow. He may not be running double time.
They are there right now.
If you don't got double time, get out of my way.
That's right.
Oh, I have C4 though.
Double time, get the fuck out of the way. Those are the rules.
So they may make an attempt to push past this door as quickly as possible. I don't know if they have any smoke, but we do know that Killatrix is sitting there.
Oh, I got a scanner.
And he is waiting.
So they do have a motion sensor. Looks like they're going to try and maybe throw it down on this wall here. Yep.
So even though they may not get the best position, they can jam up the tablets on the defending team so that it's harder for them. If they do have their own motion sensor down, they can't see the position of their enemy.
Yeah, so it looks like they're going to double fire. Vargas peeks out here. They might be
gonna try to blind
popping their head
fire.
out. Rocker. Jesus Christ.
With a blind fire around the corner, getting a headshot. Downing
C4 on the
Killatrix.
Pop, Kuchek downing Timber.
Getting the elimination. Vargas and Raptor moving in.
Vargas downing Chopper. Raptor downing.
I'm reloading.
Can Raptor get these final eliminations? He gets another one.
Where?
Oh, double down.
Oh, Raptor almost pulling out the win for his team, and unfortunately he couldn't. J-Murph not completely being eliminated, and Chopper pulling out the victory for Barrage. Finally getting back on the board is Barrage, making the score now 2-4. Good defensive hold, but wow, what a tactic by Raptor. Blind firing around the corner, getting a headshot on Killaz, quickly putting him down and putting the pressure on Barrage.
Yeah, that was a really well-timed push.
So you could see Raptor stuck his gun around the corner, protecting his body from getting shot at, turning on the laser and using the laser to aim towards that open window. And he was able to get that shot on Killaz. Very well played. Really good defensive maneuver. And again, that motion sensor that they put up jammed their tablet, so they couldn't tell where Raptor and Vargas were, giving ChiZona the upper hand.
Yeah, so while they figure out their next maps and such, I'm going to go for making myself a quick drink. However, I am not leaving you. I will always be here.
Oh, dear Lord. Like I said at the beginning, guys, he is here for the comical relief. It looks like we're going to be heading to Shoot House next. I always call this the 50-50, but it looks like, okay, so we're at the 6 rounds.
Switch your guy.
We're at the 6 rounds here, and we're going to be we're at halftime. So it seems as though we're going to be switching up hosts. And I'm gonna turn down my volume here just a little bit, so that I can hear myself talk. So thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate it. We're at halftime here with Barrage down by 2, but you know, they still have the opportunity to come back. We're going to be playing a full 12 rounds. We're going to see who walks away with the complete victory here with the 7 points, getting a total of 3. Hey Rob, welcome, man. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it, dude. Be ready for some Pavlov action this weekend. I plan on playing a little bit. But we're switching up hosts here, Titch. So
it was perfect timing.
Yep, I believe Barrage will be hosting this time around, and we're going to be starting off on the Shoot House.
I told you Shoot House.
Yeah. You
didn't believe me.
The 50-50 map, man.
You didn't listen. I told you.
Well, a lot of people have been substituting the Shoot House with Gauntlet, which I do love Gauntlet. Gauntlet is such a good map. So much fun. I hate that plane, though, man. I get so nervous when I step onto that plane.
Yeah, it can be a good defensive spot, but it can also be a death trap.
Yeah, with all those chairs in the way, and if you get a nice frag in there and it bounces around, it's really hard to escape from. But still a very good map.
Yeah.
And speaking of good things, we have a good Discord that you can go join, and the link is down below. So if you want to get to know us a little bit more, join our community and see as we expand and grow our brand, you can grow with us. Please be sure to go check out our Discord link down below or in the extensions. And you can also go check us out over on our Patreon at patreon.com/HCommentary, where we are going to bring you some additional content that you won't see anywhere else. And as we come back to the main screen here,
including some Rocket League that Paco and I will be doing.
Yes,
come February.
For sure. And it'll be primarily Paco and Titch. If I am involved in any sort of way, you will not see or hear me. Be grateful, folks. Be grateful.
No, I'm actually really looking forward to that tournament too.
I am too, man. I've been watching a lot of Rocket League, 1v1s, 2v2s, and 3v3s, and I've played the game, and anyone who else has played it knows it is not easy to control those little cars, or even hit the ball for the matter. So seeing what some of these players can do is true talent. I mean, you can tell when someone's a real professional versus someone who isn't. It's very impressive, and I'm very excited.
Yeah, Paco and I have got a lot of hours into that game to get where we are. It's the most boring shit to watch Tish play. Yeah, but again, if you've never played the game, if you don't know it, it looks easy and it looks basic, but
it's so hard.
I challenge anybody to just try and launch your car into the air and hit a ball.
Yeah, I just, this, I don't want this to come across as an offensive comparison, but it's like golf. Has anyone ever tried to play golf and hit the ball well? It's so hard. You have to put in a lot of hours of practice. But when you watch it, when you finally watch it, you can appreciate the skill that it takes to actually play. And I made that comparison specifically because Rocket League is the exact same way. You would think driving a little car around an arena with a little bit of boost hitting this huge ball would be easy, but it's not. So yeah, I'm with Titch. I challenge anyone to try it out and see how well you play, because I know when I first hopped into it, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was doing circles in the goal.
Yeah, it's a huge learning curve. But yeah, no, it's unfortunate the Paco and I won't be able to play but our love for the game.
Waiting for Cougar.
Well, we want it to be fair for everybody. I mean, you can't go in there and just win everything all the time.
So no, but afterwards, whoever the winning team is, we'll probably play some games with them. But before, so when I called you earlier, you didn't answer because you're all like, "I'm getting set up and getting ready to go." And
I got set up, and then you called, and I was already done setting up.
You'd left. So I jumped on and started playing, and actually ended up with a group of guys that we ended up partying it up with, and yeah, we destroyed like 5 games in a row.
That's awesome. Were you running 3v3s?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
3v3s, and it was like 4-0.
Did you tell them about the tournament at all?
I did actually. So they're kind of interested.
Awesome.
They're in the high diamonds.
Oh, good.
But yeah, so we added each other to the friends list, and good battles last night, Titch. If anybody watched that game yesterday, it was not our best. But if you've also ever watched my streams, you're probably aware that we were running things that we don't normally do.
Yeah.
We were being a little bit. So it was actually really funny. So I messaged Jesse and everybody beforehand, and it's probably about half an hour before we were about to play. And I said to them, I'm just going to rush every map. And they were like, and Jesse's like, listen, if you don't want to play, I'll find a sub. I'll get a hold of him. I'll get a sub. I'm like, no. Okay, so let's fast forward. Sorry, let's rewind back to about a week ago, and we were talking about the point system and how the game against ODG was really important for us. How do we win that game? And I said, if we beat ODG, we get our 3 points there. I said we're gonna take an L from Hoons, and Jesse goes, really? Are we? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, are they really that good though? And I'm like, dude, they're like the #1 in our group. And he's like, oh, I think we have a good chance. I was like, okay, Jesse, whatever, dude. So
and people said, I don't know anyone firewall.
So fast forward to like the game day, and Jesse's like, listen, if you don't want to play, he goes, I'll bring in a sub. And I was like, no, man, like, it's just I know that they've watched our streams and stuff. They know we play defensive, like, and we're gonna take this out. Like, it is what it is. Like, let's just play differently, and whatever happens. And then Jesse's too suddenly turned around. He's like, listen, these guys are really good. This, that, the other. I was like,
my God.
I'm like, what happened to are they really that good?
Yeah. Well, he finally tasted exactly what Hoons Goons are all about. So
yeah. It was fun.
Yeah. I mean, after about the first 6 losses, then I could see him lightening up and being okay with losing finally. But
we didn't go in there thinking that we were gonna win it. We went in there to have fun with it. That was my outlook on it.
But he did say this is a good learning experience.
Yeah, it was fun. They were nice enough. They didn't take us out for dinner like they said they were going to. They promised us McDonald's before we got fucked, but.
Oh boy, speaking of McDonald's, I just watched a video on YouTube today comparing American McDonald's and Canadian McDonald's, and there are apparently some pretty large differences. Apparently American food is better, but higher in calories.
All I'm gonna say is I was at McDonald's in West Virginia on my way to Florida, and there was a sign on the McDonald's door, and it was like, we want you 15-year-olds. I just started laughing. They were trying to hire, but it was Uncle Sam was like, we want you 15-year-olds. I'm like, this is the most fucked up shit I've ever seen in my life.
Hey man, we're not ageist here. We accept everybody. We enforce child labor.
Back on the district after that messed up
conversation.
And you won't find a McDonald's here, but you will find a market. Probably not with similar food. And it looks like Barrage is starting off on the market that's under construction. ChiZona is sitting back, and we saw this defensive play already. ChiZona is sitting in the back rather than sitting near the parking lot area. This feels a bit like deja vu here.
Yeah, it feels like we played this one out once before, and I don't believe it worked out well for Barrage last time on the attack of this spot.
But you know what? They're taking a different approach. Before they went straight down into that middle tunnel, and instead they're staying up here, probably suspecting that ChiZona is sitting in the back. Looks like Q-Check is playing that little, I don't want to call it a glitch, but a little hiccup in the system where you can stand up on that
Looks like
tank.
Vargas is getting a little bit antsy and had to run for his life.
Chopper moving in, trying to get some gunfire. A couple of... Chopper goes down, but there's a couple of grenades going out. Can Barrage get the upper hand here? No. Here comes Chopper. He went down twice. He can't go down again, and it looks like Killaz is still down.
Oh. Raptor, what are you doing?
Oh my goodness. In
Raptor
ChiZona.
Claw. Just ruining the entire team of Barrage.
Holy cow. Literally just going in and eliminating every member.
Can we get them tested for
Yeah, performance enhancing drugs, please.
something? I don't know what.
We need to speak with his dealer, El Candor. El Candor, if you're in the stream, please please direct message us and let us know whether or not you dealt him anything this evening, because holy cow.
Is it because he's Cuban or Puerto Rican?
No.
You're
It's just because I know he's got stuff. And he's so
El
open about
Candor,
sharing
you're the
everything.
likely drug dealer in the chat. Put your hand up. Why don't you tell us how you really feel, Wolf?
Just a disclaimer, I don't really know. So
Why is Paco offended?
I don't know. Unless his account was hacked by L.
Paco is like Mexican/French Canadian.
I've seen Paco and I can't determine his nationality other than he's a
He
21-year-old.
claims he's Mexican, but I don't believe it.
There's not even an ounce of
That
Mexican
guy is whiter
in you,
than
dude.
I am.
My people.
We're ready whenever.
Oh goodness, and we're gonna be heading back to district, and let's see if Barrage can get the victory here, because last time they were at district, it was actually an even exchange, and they both walked away with a victory, and both were actually on defense. So again, this is a bit deja vu, although slightly different scenario.
Did your mic just change or something? Oh, maybe it's because you're leaning back.
Yeah, my bad.
Okay. It's all good.
My bad, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Bow, bow. Chica. All right. I don't know about Paco, but someone needs to watch the TV. He's
That's why you're here, Rob.
So, Rob, you were a little. I don't think you were here at the beginning on, but we were told that our humor
Hold up a minute. Let him check.
needs to be brought up a touch, and
Yeah, in greater frequency and better material. So we're working on that.
But Wolf was constantly chugging on my choke chain and keeping me in line, so he's giving me some slack to play with here to appease
I'm gonna hit this,
to appease the
firewall.
masses.
Making me sound like a slave driver here.
But please don't report us. That's all we ask. You guys wanted this, don't report us.
Cougar.
All right, so it does look like we have Barrage holding up the very top.
I swear this is just a reenactment of the first time they were on district, because this is exactly where I think ChiZona was defending up here. No, they were attacking from up here
They were
last time.
attacking from here, down at the market side, yeah.
But both areas are pretty much at the same engagement point, so
Don't do it yet, Cougar.
Yeah, I don't know about
Cougar,
that.
until we're all ready.
we'll go back. We can always check.
Yeah, it was a back alley and the market side. But it will be an attack up on top, as it looks like Barrage is holding up there pretty well. They are just going to wait for ChiZona to try to come up those stairs. The question is, which stairs are they going to come up? Looks like Cougar and...
Not yet. They're not even...
Wow, your stream is ahead of mine. Hold on. Okay, there we go. That's better.
Yeah, so it looks like Raptor and Cougar are heading up the red stairs, Vargas in tow. But Timber is moving up the back alley, trying to get some visuals through that door, possibly. And Barrage, all of Barrage team is looking in that direction.
A couple of grenades going out. Cougar pushing up. Cougar going down.
Looks like Barrage getting a couple of shots, a couple of downs here, but no eliminations yet. A couple of revives.
Cougar
DB Chopper going down. Killaz also going down. Killaz.
Vargas, you want to try a different approach. They're coming towards you. One's coming from the back end toward you.
All the Barrage team is still up and alive. It looks like Killaz went down once. Chopper went down as well, but he is back on Eagle Eye getting some visuals for his team. Jay Murphy moving up closer to that back alley door, sitting closer to the laptop. However, that's a dangerous position to sit in. If a lucky grenade gets behind that cinder block wall, he doesn't have much room to run around.
Yeah, so it looks like we have Vargas left on ChiZona. Looks like he's gonna... Well, he's coming back up the stairs. It looks like he was going to sort of rethink this attack, but he's not exactly sure what to do at this point.
So we can see from ChiZona's perspective here, Vargas stands alone against the entire Barrage team.
Yep, that's it right there. Right there.
Oh, did it? But you got 3 of them looking at you.
Still there? Yeah.
One might be flanking you. I don't know.
Vargas getting elimination on J Murph. That's one member of Barrage down. Can he do the same with the last 3 members?
Yeah, he's got 1 minute left. Backing up, trying to figure out what he's going to do. Looks like he's going to come up. I'm not sure what coming up that way is probably not necessarily the best idea.
Possibly not, but he has proven himself pretty useful and pretty accurate this evening. He's baiting some of the members.
Looks like Kuchek was trying to go a little bit on the push there, but now he's sort of setting up on a slightly different flank. I don't know if Vargas saw Kuchek head off into the alleyway there.
Possibly
he did.
Not. But he left his back exposed. Chopper getting the elimination, and there it is, another even trade between these two teams, with victory for both, making the score now 3-5, with ChiZona up only by 2. And this game could still go either way, folks. It's a very solid back and forth this evening. We might see a tie tonight, or we might see someone come out victorious. Right now, everything's up in the air.
Well, ChiZona only needs another 2 wins in order to get the upset that I think that a lot of people were thinking that Barrage would have had this one in the bag. Speaking of, let's go down and check on the poll that not a lot of people have clicked on.
There is a poll. If you're watching on PC, please scroll down just a little bit and go ahead and pick who you think is going to win. There is a poll. Do you think Barrage is going to come out victorious, even though they are down right now? Could they come back and get those final victories, putting them up 3 more points? Or is ChiZona going to continue this winning streak and walk away with a victory tonight, getting those solid 3 points? Go ahead and scroll down on PC and select now, or go over on your phone to the extensions area and pull up that poll and vote that way. You only get 1 vote, so make it good. And as you can see, it's going either way this evening, and it's either Barrage or ChiZona. My original prediction was definitely obliterated, as I thought Barrage was going to come out victorious 10-2.
That was an interesting list you put out there. It's either going to be Barrage or ChiZona. Are you sure that NAC is not going to come flying in here and take the
You
win?
know, you never know. There could be a quick change in teams here. Right at
It's
the
only going
end.
to be one of these two guys. That's
We
it.
had picked beforehand, so we might as well do it.
NAC is not going to fly in and take the win.
They very well could. Listen, you know, I've seen weird things happen in this league.
You know what? It wouldn't be because this is group. Is this group A?
This is group B. I
This is
believe.
group B. So Chicken Noodle Soup could fly in here any minute and take the rest of the points.
Tag me and I'm ready, says SoFlo. Substitutions are legal.
I think they might need you to finish up these last couple of games, SoFlo.
Yep, go and apply that pressure and throw them off their game. Let's not talk about NAC, says Rob. But thank you, NAFWL TV. Thank you for the compliment. Appreciate that. We're trying our best. And we will have our full team back next season, next week. And Titch, am I correct that this is our first stream of the new year?
Together?
I think, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's only the second. We didn't do one yesterday, so yeah, this is the first one of the year.
So happy New Year's, everyone.
Yeah, happy New Year's, guys.
Yep.
What does everybody think about new Cam?
Yeah, he's finally got a green screen, and we don't see, you know, his treadmill in the background anymore. It's nice.
Yeah, I can always fix that.
Nah, it's fine.
I can always
I think the green screen is great because
I can always just gray it out. Just fuzz it.
yeah, you could. Doesn't look nearly as good as the firewall though, or your brother in his dragon outfit sucking on a lemon.
Yeah, my brother in the dragon outfit. It's always a classic.
And we're moving to a hotel with Barrage on the offense, starting in the lobby. Making their way up.
Okay, is somebody listening to
Running
Green Day?
stairs.
You can shoot it, right?
I don't hear it.
Okay, just want to make sure. Yeah.
Oh my god, my
Well, where you guys going? Cougar?
my Spotify is playing really low in the background.
Oh my
I'm like,
gosh.
what the fuck is that music? Next thing you know, I'm hearing Basket Case. So I'm like, what the hell is going on here?
It looks like Cougar is sitting in the double wide room there, sitting on the
Hold on, Vargas.
sitting on Eagle Eye, trying to give some comms to his team while he remains alive. Paco was on vacay, but he is going to be back next week.
For a minute.
Paco really showed this week why we need Paco and what he does for this
Come with
channel.
you, Vargas? You hope or what? You're rushing?
He does so much of the balancing. He does all the scene transitions. You know, I don't have to think too much, and I can focus on the game. So I'm very excited for you to come back, dude.
Yeah. We also learned how much Wolf can actually fuck up in 2 weeks when Paco's gone. Apparently it's quite a bit.
I do my best. I do my best with what I have. It looks like Barrage is trying to do their best as they sneak their way through these halls, trying to get closer to ChiZona.
I'm hurt.
And it looks like ChiZona is going down, not able to prevent that breach from Barrage. Chopper going down, Q-Check trying to provide that cover fire, but he can't get it.
Pick him up, Q-Check. Pick him up. Pick him up, Q-Check.
Killchick's getting the down with that blind fire, shooting over that,
None of them.
I don't know, what would you call that, a little trolley?
Yeah,
We
the
can
cart.
stay together like we said.
And now the entire Barrage team is still alive, looking for that jammer.
You guys went around.
And it doesn't even look like they got the firewall. There it is. Now they got it. Slowly moving in is J-Murph. They don't want to get caught off guard by any random explosives.
They're going into the laptop game. 2 are in the laptop room.
Oh, C4.
And there is a C4.
Second later, you would add it.
I don't hear it.
Didn't look like it got anybody though.
Fortunately, they were able to survive that. They still can't find the jammer. Let's not count ChiZona out yet, folks. They already won by a jammer.
Oh, boy.
They're going to get another victory by a jammer. Are they going to get it?
Yes.
You know how to.
And
check
there
it
it is. ChiZona walking away
Jesus.
with the second jammer victory of the evening.
Save it.
Where are their jammer spots? Please share the locations with me. I want to use those. Holy cow.
Better not be another bullshit one. Well, SoFlo, I gotta say this, but a win's a win, my friend.
Yeah, truly. I mean, those jammer victories, 2 in one evening, they really have those spots down. Yeah, 2 jammer wins in one night. I haven't seen that. That's pretty crazy. Really awesome tactics by ChiZona.
Right next to
Yeah, they're on point with
Wow.
us today.
him, so we have 2 points of view for the video to send you later.
And they're definitely clipping that, and they're going to show those as highlights
So-
in the future.
They were just talking about asking, Barrage was just asking where the jammer was, and it looks like Raptor had said, I don't know if anybody caught it, that he specifically went and watched
I saved mine
whoever
too,
put it
Vargas,
down
but
so
save
that way
yours
they
too.
had video evidence of where it was.
That's always important because that can always be called into question, and if it's not reachable, if it's game breaking, it can be overturned, and they could easily lose that. But they cover themselves there and have that video evidence, which is great. It's just, I mean, those are some pretty crazy jammer spots too, that they just couldn't reach or find, and I don't know. That's impressive, man.
I'm just gonna back up here because I want to see if I can see where they put it.
Yeah,
Because-
please do. I'm very interested in seeing where that was. But guys, you still have time to cast your vote on who you think is going to win. ChiZona hasn't won yet. Barrage hasn't either. The first person to 7 gets the 3 points for this evening. So ChiZona is 1 victory away from getting those 3 points and walking away victorious this evening. But we will be watching the full 12. We're at 9 rounds so far. This will make the 10th, and we're going to be heading back to hotel, and Barrage is going to be on the defense.
Oh.
I'm the one. Kutos ends up sending him to, but if it's shootable.
Okay, so it was
But if it's shootable, it's all
it was up. Okay, so
Oh yeah, we'll send you. Where do you want us to? How do you want us to do it?
I don't
It
know
was
if you
next to the
can-
bed?
just flip it up. And
No, so it was, but it was behind the curtain,
Okay.
by the bed, and you kind of have to reach your gun. You have just a spot to reach your gun around, to put it behind that curtain.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We're attacking
So
hotel.
Raptor did the best he could to be able to see, but you can see the gun placement and everything. Nothing was broken. It was actually,
Yeah,
it's actually a really smart spot.
So was it on the curtain or just on the other side of the curtain?
It's between the wall and the curtain.
That's such a tight fit. I'm surprised that it even allowed placement there.
I saw that.
Wow.
So in order to do it, you're not doing anything game breaking, so you have to be able to shoot it if you can place it.
Yeah.
Understand that.
That's
And it's like
wild.
up on an angle too, so like you'd have to like, you know what I mean?
That's so. I wonder if they
Like-
practice some of these placements. If they just
You
ever
have to.
run, because like, who would ever think of doing that, unless you practice it?
I won't tell anybody, I promise.
It was like that. You remember that one match that we were playing, and they had placed it in the box in the warehouse, and like none of
I
us could
remember that
find it.
battle. Yes, I remember
Apparently, it was very common, but we clearly had no idea. But it was just so wild. Like placements like that. I don't know. Very good job on ChiZona. I mean, their defensive play is just very impressive. And just real quick, to kind of give you guys an idea of their standings, I want to go back to this. If we look at, again, I think we were both wrong.
They are in Group A. It was right
We
the
are in
first
Group
time.
A, yeah. So if we look at ChiZona, their first 2 matches, they walked away with a tie. They lost their 3rd match and then won their 4th match. So they're totals of 17 total victories with only 3 points under their belt. If we look at Barrage, they have 9 points in total with 25 total wins. So we can see, not to downplay anything that Barrage is doing, because they are clearly doing well this season, but ChiZona has really stepped up their game from the very first game that they played, and they're showing their true colors this evening, and it's impressive, very impressive to watch.
Yeah, the scoreboard is a little out of date. We are aware, but it still gives us something to go on. So no rush on that.
Yeah, I did make sure that everybody knew that they come out once a week and that we should be expecting it Sunday. So, yeah, people are aware, but again, we can at least see the trend, the general trend of both teams, and ChiZona is just
6 to
doing
4,
so
we
well
at least
tonight.
tied 'em.
So it looks like we have Barrage sitting in the open area.
Shit.
Let's see if they what they do to hold.
They haven't lost
I
yet, so
predict the kitchen, which it looks like exactly where they're going, is probably the best defensive position because that door can provide you plenty of cover. They're going to put a motion sensor up, make sure that they have an idea where the team's coming. If they come down those stairs, they can defend there. And let's check where ChiZona are. They're up on the second floor going
okay.
through the vending machine hallway, making their way towards the center, and they're probably going to make contact with Barrage very, very soon as the kitchen is directly across from them.
All right, Cougar's not even talking. Well, come on, we gotta stay together. We're not even together at all. None of us are together.
Yeah, it looks like they're sort of starting to stack up there a little bit, getting the team together again. Look at this 2-on-2 at the
Where's it
moment.
at?
Looks like Barrage just kind of holding
Wanna go
steady,
down?
just waiting for something to happen.
Killtrix protecting this staircase, although he is quite exposed. If considering how well ChiZona has been shooting tonight, I don't know if this is in his best interest to stand so openly in the doorway. A couple of shots, especially since they're running 2-2, he gets double fired on, and he's going down quick, and he won't be able to get away. ChiZona moving through the lobby, those spiraling staircases. Cougar is still running off on his own like a wild animal here.
What do you think his name is? Titch? Calm down, Cougar. Calm down.
I thought that was a sensor.
And it looks like Raptor's shooting a camera, thinking it was a sensor.
Nothing like alerting the team where you are.
Whoopsie.
Yeah.
Whoopsie.
So
He stopped playing Firewall.
Yeah, he did.
know.
He moved to Apex.
Yeah.
Traitor. So it looks like ChiZona is stacking up once again, regrouping. Cougar is on Eagle Eye again, but Vargas goes down. Cougar has to get off that Eagle Eye and provide support. And it looks like the entire team is going down, getting eliminated. Cougar and Raptor not able to really provide that support. Getting the manual res, Cougar comes back, but no. Again, Killtrix laying that fire down, knocking down every single member of their team. But he too goes down. J-Murph coming around for the revive. He's backing up. J-Murph going down, providing that cover fire, but no. Killtrix coming in.
Right there. Yep. Get him up. Get him up. Get him up.
Couple of grenades going out. I believe Killtrix is out of ammo, but he's going in anyway, rezzing his teammate.
Jesus.
What a gunfight. But I believe Barrage is coming out victorious, and yes.
Yes, they are.
Whew, what a gunfight.
Yeah, it was a lot of deaths and a lot of revives all like in quick succession there.
Both
Good push,
teams.
though. Good
Both
push.
teams really well fought there. Really, really well fought. And, Killtrix running in, getting that revive despite having no ammo left. Boy, what a brave soul.
That's right, Rob. It is not over yet. Barrage is coming out swinging.
Not in the slightest.
Nice.
They've both made it very clear we can't count either one of them out. Both ChiZona and Barrage are playing amazingly well tonight, just giving us a really good show. And just when you think that they're down, they can bounce back. I'm still not forgetting that server room scene when both Vargas and Raptor just self-revived and got what we thought was in the bag for Barrage.
Yeah, that was an incredible push. And they've done it on multiple occasions too. Between that one and what was the other one that? Or even actually was that map where Raptor blind fired through that doorway of the server room. That one was phenomenal.
That was beautiful. Setting up that shot, just blind firing, turning on that laser, and getting that headshot right through that window, man. Some would say it's luck. I say it's practice and skill.
A little bit of luck, but a little bit of calculation involved.
And we are moving into our last map of the evening, folks, and I think they are selecting Embassy here. Good map to end out on.
Yeah, for sure. This was a solid map. Everybody knows it's kind of my favorite.
So there's a chance that Barrage can still tie it up, and they both walk away with 1 point. But if ChiZona wins at least one, they walk away with 3. Let's see if Barrage can take it away from them as they come off of that victory with their morale high I'm feeling lucky. Just like a night in Vegas.
Ah, yes.
I think the map choice alternates. I think that's how people have been playing it. So I don't know whose it is. I don't know who started the map. Map pick.
Yeah, that was a hard one to keep track of unless we actually know who started first.
Mm-hmm.
But you kind of have to hear that stuff. So I'm not 100% sure. But speaking of Vegas, I might be doing another Vegas trip.
Oh, sweet.
There's talks of it.
I've never been. Never been. I'm not much of a city person. Too much going on. Too busy for me. But I hear it's fun.
I went, I think it was about 2 years ago, with my other brother, not a Karen, but we have another brother that we went and saw Penn and Teller.
Oh, that must have been so much fun.
Yeah, yeah. So I enjoy magic and stuff like that. So and he does too. He watches Penn and Teller's Fool Us.
Yes, that's such a great show, man.
It's a great show. And so yeah, we actually we went and saw him. So we've been having talks about doing a round 2 for that.
That sounds awesome. And speaking of great shows, we've had one here tonight, folks, between Barrage and ChiZona. Such a good matchup tonight. I'm so glad we were able to cast it. And let's see if Barrage can get lucky and get a tie tonight rather than losing to ChiZona. They have an opportunity here on Embassy to get 2 more victories and walk away with at least 1 point this evening. They're moving towards the balcony area, but it looks as though ChiZona is sitting in the office area.
I'm coming back.
They're closing the doors.
I know, you should be.
Yeah, but while we're waiting for something to happen a little bit, make sure you guys click on those links and give each of those guys a follow. Make sure you go and show them your love and tell them what great games we've had tonight.
Vargas, Timber, and Cougar all sitting within that barred area. And what's nice is that through those
Even me?
teller sections, they have a little spot that you can shoot through, but the rest of it's impenetrable. So they have a little bit of protection there, but many people already know this, and they will shoot through that little hole that's available that isn't impenetrable. So they still have to be careful sitting in that room, and it's a couple of rogue grenades in there bouncing around can do a lot of damage, so ChiZona has to be careful. Barrage now sitting in the lobby, making their way around, seeing if they can somehow breach this room.
Yeah, it looks like Killaz heading around, trying to see if maybe going to the back door of the bank or the vault area, as people call it.
Yeah, he likes going in through the back door, and DB Chopper is sitting on cams there.
It's like,
Giggity.
Oh, okay. Oh, you could see.
Again, using Eagle Eye. I've never seen Eagle Eye used so much in a match before, but both teams have been utilizing that skill, and I would say that they've both been using it quite effectively. And in the end, it just comes down to who can win that gunfight.
I'd be asking for
Yeah, sometimes we've seen them both using it at the exact same time,
I would.
effectively making it a 3v3.
Mm-hmm.
I doubt that.
But here we go. C4 is blown.
Timber
Murph.
going down.
Go ahead.
Don't run out there.
No
Timber.
eliminations there yet. Timber getting eliminated by J Murph by rogue grenade. Again, got to be careful of those. A couple more rogue grenades going in, forcing Raptor to retreat. Vargas and Cougar still holding down the fort, but Cougar is not protected as he left the room.
I got the back door. The back door's wide.
And it looks like Killaz and J Murph are holding this door, and I don't know if ChiZona has any more grenades left to throw, but now would be the time to throw them. DB Chopper still on the comms there, using Eagle Eye to get viewpoints from those cameras.
I can't get you guys up, so.
He's right window.
Kuchak going down.
Oh no!
Killaz getting the revive. Moving back. Killaz going in, trying to shoot some cover fire. Killaz downing Cougar.
One down, one down, one down.
Vargas getting the revive. DB Chopper downing Cougar. Again, if that's going to be his last life if he goes down one more time.
All players on Barrage are switching out when they get hurt. They switch out. Q-check coming in.
Gamer for downing Raptor, but it looks like Killtrix is out of ammo.
You guys got ammo? I still have revive.
It looks like Raptor is seeing red here. Vargas and him holding down the fort. Cougar looking through the other teller window. Raptor moving around, getting out from behind cover.
Come back out here.
Yeah, let them run out of ammo.
Yeah, stop. Yeah. Let them come in here.
Just take cover.
And it looks like ChiZona is waiting them out, allowing Barrage to waste their ammo, not giving them any reason to get any more eliminations. And Cougar has to be careful. As you had mentioned, Titch, he already went down twice. He goes down one more time, he's going to be completely eliminated. But Barrage is laying down that gunfire effectively. And there's Raptor sneaking around the corner. But no, he's forced to retreat.
25 seconds.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. I have no ammo.
Both on the right.
Finish them. Finish
Woo!
them.
And Barrage moving in like a dominating force, getting the final eliminations, but they don't have much time left. They have to get that jammer quick, and then they have to hack that laptop.
Yeah, it looks like 4. Oh, they.
Oh no, it's so obvious, and they missed it. And there's a third jammer
No
victory
way.
this evening, folks.
I think the theme, we should just change it to Jammer Stream.
That was the least
Okay.
interesting jammer placement ever. And unfortunately, Barrage, they came in like a raging storm, but they were expecting something tricky with that jammer and didn't think of the obvious.
Can we rename this to Barrage versus the Jammer? I think we need to read just. Do you mean we make up a quick Jammer logo for them?
We should add an additional title in ChiZona Killaz. It should be ChiZona Jammer Killaz.
Just shut off their logo and then add in a text box
For Jammer.
Jammer Barrage versus the Jammer.
So yeah, Barrage unfortunately did not get the victory this evening against ChiZona Jammer Killaz, and they are walking away with a loss here. But now is their opportunity to take away some that last win. So do keep in mind that the scoring system, although ChiZona came out on top and is walking away with 3 points and Barrage 0, if there ever is a tie in the future to see who is placed into the quarterfinals and semifinals and so on and so forth, they always go back and look at who has the most overall wins. So if Barrage can keep them from getting another victory here, it's in their interest moving forward since they currently are ahead in points.
By the way, I don't know if you noticed this, but Rob just donated 500 bits.
500 bits? Holy crap, no, I completely missed that, dude. Thank you so much.
Part of the game.
Wow.
Sucks.
I never know what to say when someone donates.
We just yell their name really loud and how much they donated.
Thank you
Blow
for
everybody's
doing that.
speakers like 500 bitties.
Let me get my megaphone real quick.
Oh, we're ready.
Oh, that's awesome. We're moving into our last match tonight, guys. Again, on Embassy, Barrage now on the defense. See if they get lucky, the same as ChiZona did with their spawn. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I know we're hitting almost the 2-hour mark. We really appreciate you tuning in. We know that there are a lot of different streams that you can participate in and go check out, and you decided to come here tonight, so thank you so much. If you haven't done so, go ahead and hit that follow button so you can come back for future games. And if you want to help us out and actually have access to this wonderful new emote, go ahead and hit the sub button. We are up to 15 subs now, so please do expect a new emote coming your way. But we are moving into the last match here. Barrage going up towards the balcony, and they're going to be holding this position. Let's go check out where ChiZona is doing, and they're posting up at the stairwell for now. And I believe Cougar is on cams using Eagle Eye. Yes, he is.
Wait for Cougar. Wait for Cougar.
All right, so it looks like Barrage is just sorting up a bit of a defense.
We're right now. I'll put a sensor.
In the event that they end up coming up through the conference room for the back hallway there, but it looks like they are going to hold down the upper deck.
Yes, so far all jammers have been legit. They have been very well placed, except for that last one. That last one was a bit obvious, but yeah, they've had a lot of jammer wins this evening, and they have all been recorded. They're all legitimate, just very, very well placed. And Vargas going down. J-Murph with those shots on point. Vargas forced to retreat into the kitchen, and now he's kind of blocked in there unless he wants to squirm his way around in that back area. Raptor closing the doors there for a little bit more protection.
Yeah, touching the jammers. Raptor did specifically make sure to stand right beside as the jammers were being placed to make sure that there was video evidence of them not breaking the game to be placed. But some pretty sneaky spots.
Very, very impressed. I've never seen so many jammer victories before. So that, yeah, we are renaming them ChiZona Jammer Killers or just Jammer Killers. Pick one, guys, but that's their new name. They don't have a choice now.
I think we should just change it to Barrage versus the Jammer.
Cougar going down twice. J Murph getting those hits on. Bunch of hit markers there.
Back up.
Cougar goes down one more time. He's eliminated. Vargas also going down.
Cougar taking point. That's a bad idea, Cougar.
They are now down one member. Barrage moving in to provide support.
We're going. We're rushing. Come on, Timber.
Alright, he's to the left. Double doors to your left.
Q-Check closing that door for a little bit of protection. See if they can get the sneaky sneak here. Smoke going out.
Q-Check eliminating.
Woo! With that beautiful C4 on the door, and Chopper laying that protective fire. He goes down, but he gets an elimination regardless. And Barrage walking away, taking that last victory away from ChiZona. Very well played by Barrage. Both teams, what a show tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Barrage and ChiZona, for streaming for us and giving us this wonderful, wonderful entertainment.
Pajama party. Nice.
Pajama. Yeah, he's been drinking tonight.
What are you drinking, Rob?
Man.
I'm partaking in a couple of rum and cokes myself.
Whew, yeah, it was. They
Wow,
were intense
Barrage
games.
coming out in the end, getting that victory. Unfortunately, they could not get the tie. ChiZona getting the ultimate victory tonight, walking away with 3 points. It looks like they're going to run a little fun round. Not many teams do this. It was a big thing back in Season 1, but I haven't seen it that often in Season 2. But it's nice to see that these guys are doing it. Very well fought. No bad words to both teams. I think they both played well. Both made errors in some situations, but I think a lot of times it just came down to who was the better team in a gunfight.
I'm heavy on the vodka seltzer. Hold this vodka.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You know, if it wasn't for you being a sub and a Patreon subscriber.
We'll meet up.
But, guys, I do believe that is Raptor Claus. I forgot to do it, but I think they've deserved a follow.
Agreed.
Make sure you guys go and give them show some bit of love.
We'll send you this stuff.
And if you are not already, as well as Kill Tricks. But since we're into fun rounds here, I will also go ahead and drop a little bit of our own.
Yeah, so wait, we can't
I didn't pull up
use the other one with less.
our stuff prior, so I'm
And
just
since
gonna
you're
have to
clicking
click
all
this
these links, there's a couple more that you can click. There's a Discord button down below, or if you're on your phone, check your extensions. Please join us in as we, just we do a lot of chatter over on Discord. We keep you guys up to date with what we're doing. We share what our thoughts are. If they're very secret thoughts, we have our own little discussion board for that. But for the most part, we try to be transparent. If you want to give us some suggestions, feedback, or just see what we're up to and get to know us, go ahead and join us over on our Discord. The link is available to you guys below. And we are going to continue to add more content to our Patreon over at patreon.com/ahcommentary. We already have a few patrons. Thank you guys. You will be recognized as soon as Paco comes back and fixes the stream ending. I don't know what happened there, but during the transition, it just didn't carry over. But go check us out there and support us that way and have some additional content there. So yeah, thank you guys so much for all the support that you have been giving, not only to us but to the community. Because without you guys, Season 2 probably wouldn't have been so prosperous as it has been with so many teams joining. We had 24 teams join this season.
24.
I mean, that's a huge number. I don't think any other league in the world has it. And there are a couple other leagues: the Pro League over in Europe, and then the Arizona League over, well, not Arizona, Australian League over in Australia and New Zealand. I always mix that up. I don't know.
NZ, that's Arizona, right? But guys, there's also 3 links there to myself, Wolf Craze, Apocalypse. I do a little bit of mixture of stuff, a lot of Firewall with the squad, some Rocket League with Paco and such. Wolf, what are you playing these days?
Kind of a mix of everything. I actually just hopped on Firewall and had a couple hour stream there. I do some Megalith, I do some flat screen gameplay as well, and a couple of other things like Contagion, Killing Floor, and a lot of VR stuff. So yeah, go check me out. It's fun. It's a good time. And I think they're wasting their ammo here, specifically for a knife fight.
I was just about to say, is this gonna be a knife fight?
So knife fights are really, really fun. It really comes down to a 1v1. You get into this little arena at the bottom there, and 2 players go head to head in a knife fight. As soon as one person's eliminated, your team can provide a revive if that's an option. They can also throw a flashbang, a smoke grenade to give their teammate an advantage. But as soon as one person goes down, then another person enters the arena. And it keeps going till one team is completely eliminated. I don't know what Killaz was doing there, but I was getting dizzy.
I guess.
Let him get down first, Vargas.
Vargas not letting him get off the stairs there. He laid out a concussion mine. Smoke grenade going out. Vargas goes down.
Flashbang.
And Chopper getting the first victory. Now ChiZona has to pick another member of their team to move in against Chopper. And you can see the teammates throwing in a couple of smokes there. And no, Chopper gets another elimination on Cougar. Chopper with the quick hands here this evening. Chopper going in for an ace if he can. Couple ducks here. And Raptor gets the elimination on Chopper.
I'm still up, Timber. Timber, don't get in there yet.
All right, I'm going.
Revives are allowed. What the heck you guys do?
All right, so it looks like next up we have Killaz versus Raptor Claw.
Chopper already giving his teammates a head start here.
A little bit of dodge and weaving. Killaz getting the kill, looks like, yes.
And now all he has left is Timber.
Timber running away for his life.
Okay, he's coming back. He's coming back. What do you got for a second?
Timber doesn't want to play this game anymore.
Flashbang going out both ends, but nope. And Killaz, can he move in? And there it is. Downing Timber. And Barrage walking away with a victory tonight in tonight's knife fight. You know, we need to have a tourney of that alone. Like a real quick tournament of just knife fights.
Yeah, that was fun. I like saying stuff like that at the end.
That or crossbows or shotguns only. Yeah, that stuff is so much fun.
Yeah, for sure.
I even saw one where it was throwing knives only.
Interesting.
Yeah, the number of misses, dude.
I was gonna say, what happens when you run out of knives?
I think you still have a knife to actually swing.
He cheated? Yeah, he cheated. He killed all of us.
Kuchek said some
Then it
jammer
becomes a
reviews
knife fight.
coming, and Gudo said, I hope they got the videos.
Oh man, that was funny. Well, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I see a few people have already departed. I know it's late over here on the East Coast, 10:48 in the evening. They talked of doing a mixed game. What do you mean?
So they might all be going to none and then just letting it randomly pick teams.
Oh, okay. So, but yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I see a few people have already departed, so that's okay. But thank you for joining anyway. If you haven't followed already, please go ahead and do so. We've gotten so many follows, and it's because of your guys' help. You know, advertising us, talking about us, sharing our content. We really appreciate it. You know, we can only become as big and well known through the help of our community. So thank you guys for doing that. You can also go ahead and support us through subscribe. Or if you want to, you can go ahead and donate bits. Don't feel obligated to, but if you do subscribe, you get this awesome emote, and there's going to be another one in the works. As long as Twitch doesn't want to take 2-3 weeks to actually approve it, you guys will get it relatively soon.
If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have this cam.
Thank you guys so much.
I was totally fine with the other one for my personal streams.
So just go for it.
But now
Just rush and go for it. Okay.
I don't know if anybody caught it, but my daughter came in and she saw that the background gets removed, and so she goes, was playing Rocket League or something like that. And she goes, "So what can you put there?" I said, "Whatever you want." I said, "What do you want?" And she goes, "I want apples." I'm like, "You want apples?" She goes, "Yeah." So I put an apple tree up. And then, so she was sitting on my lap.
She was trying to eat them.
Yeah, did you see that? Like, she's sitting on my lap and she's like trying to, yeah. Oh man, that
She
kid.
was having a blast with it.
Oh yeah,
It was so great.
Same thing.
it was so fun.
Yeah, Karen, we promise they will show up. You know, we only have so much control over it, unfortunately. But yeah, we're gonna stick around for this last. Well, it might be the last one. I don't know. We already had a knife fight, but this is where everybody goes to none, and it kind of randomly selects.
Because it's like almost 11 o'clock and I haven't eaten dinner.
Oh dear Lord. Okay, well this will definitely be our last one. If it's not theirs, then go check out those links that Titch so graciously put into the chat, and be sure to watch them over there.
But let's see. On I'm just gonna scroll down here. We had 2 votes for ChiZona Killaz. Technically 1 because 1 was actually mine, believe it or not. And then 2 votes for Barrage. So it was a pretty split poll. We had a whole bunch of people in chat here, guys, and not a lot of people voting.
Yes, we do.
That's sad to see.
It is. It is. I think some people are afraid to cast their vote because they don't want to be wrong. But it is. It you know, it is anonymous. No one knows.
There is no right or wrong answer in a poll.
Nope, because as you can see, like tonight, it could go either way. And I don't know what they're running right now.
Yep, I think they're coming. They're coming. They're coming.
I don't know.
They're just running.
Yep.
I think it's straight shotguns, but it looks like Raptor, Murph, Timber, and Killaz are on the same team.
This doesn't make sense.
Oh,
Is it just grenades?
son of a...
Knives and
Oh, it's all melee.
Get him up.
yeah, it's just straight up knives.
Good job.
Okay, so it looks like Killaz' team walks away victorious with that one. It looks like they were allowed to use lethals and tacticals, and
They're all mixed up. So
yeah, it was Timber, Raptor, J Murph, and Killaz on that team.
I'm confused. I don't know, especially if there's a pole dancer.
Oh dear Lord.
Oh God. We just have a conversation about whether or not strippers are some of the nicest babysitters.
I think there was that conversation at some point. But you know what?
That was in your stream one Saturday morning.
But like that conversation, we're gonna have to end the stream here. But thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate you, joining us this evening. There is another match happening in about 8 minutes. I'm blanking on the team right now. I think it's Unknown versus Goon Platoon.
Okay.
Or was it Killing Joke? I think it was Unknown and Goon Platoon.
I don't remember.
But yeah, definitely, guys, go check out YouTube, see who's streaming, and go support them, because without these guys, we wouldn't have this. And without you guys, we wouldn't be here. So thank you for tuning in. That's going to be it for us. Titch, you have any last words?
Guys, just make sure you, if you're interested in the Rocket League tournament, make sure you join the Discord and hit up Paco or myself. Honestly, it's going to be a lot of fun, and Rocket League tournaments are quick pace. It's not going to be a 2-month fiasco. It's going to be a weekend. Done.
All right, guys. So I'm the Wolf Crazy's Amateur Hour Commentary channel, and that's Titch 1987. And until next time, folks. Peace.
If I was in a horror movie, I'd die so fast. God, okay. Bullets.
Get on this for a little bit.
Blast Santa Claus. I'm about to blast him. Where you at, Santy boy? Where you at? Where you at, Claus man?